All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Bianca. Happy Wednesday again. So happy that you're here and joining us for our weekly yoga practice. I hope you're ready to just kind of unwind, let go of your thoughts, let go of the work week, and get ready to be in the present moment. So, we are going to get started today in a seat. So, some of you are already seated. You can just find a tall spine here. Get cozy, perhaps move any things around your space. Good. From here, try to lengthen, stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the hands up above, and then take the inner palms up to the sky, and then just find a big stretch here. Open up through the underarms. Good. And then take the hands down to your thighs. Just feel that length, maintain it. When you're ready, start to close your eyes. And take a soothing inhale in through the nose, fill up. Let that lengthen your spine even more. A cleansing exhale out through the mouth, release all your air. Okay, keep grounding down through your sitting bones. Inhale deep, full breath in. Cleansing exhale, Nicera, let it all go, release. Breathe in, expand through your rib cage, your back body, your front body, your throat. And open mouth exhale, let it all go. We got 2 more soothing breaths. Really feeling if there's any areas in your body that feel tension, stress, any emotional things going on. Just taking notice of where those feelings are in the body, whether that's in your jaw, your shoulders, your sacrum, maybe even your navel, your core. And then notice the sensation of the air around your fingertips, the air around the shoulders and the back of your neck. Taking 1 more moment of stillness here, take your deepest breath of the day. Inhale. Audible exhale, let it go. And then with your eyes still closed, interlace the hands, take it up to the sky, above the head, inner palms up to the ceiling. And then take a side bend over to the right. Inhale up, the side bend over to the left. And inhale, rise up, come onto all fours, find your mat here for your tabletop. And start to move around here, forward and back. Find your cat and cows right away. And freeing up your spine, starting to feel really grounded with your hands, with your knees, and then also just adding on any organic movements that feel good. Bend the elbows if you wish. Start to find that rhythmic breath here. On the inhales, you'll move for cow pose, lifting the tailbone, lift the gaze up. And then for the exhale, round for your cat. Start to add in any hip circles. So just feel free to move here, expressing your body, expressing just, again, any emotional things going on in your world right now today. Okay. And come back to all fours when you feel balanced. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the knees and hover your tabletop here. Press the arms down into the ground, hands firmly plant. Lift your knees and then lengthen through the spine. So hug the core in, lengthen the tailbone back, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Notice the shaking if there is, and then just feel steady here. 1 more breath. From there, lift your hips up, downward facing dog, hike the hips back. Good. Start to feel how that is for the lower half of your body, the back of the legs, your hips. in your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves. Start to walk it out here if you haven't yet. All the while sending the chest towards the thighs and really feeling the lift here. Then continue to gaze back towards your heels. Lengthen through the neck. When you're ready, begin to hold your downward facing dog. Just find your stillness. Allow this moment to clear your mind, any other distractions, anything else that's in the forefront. Just set it aside for now. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. On an inhale, shift to your plank pose. So start to walk the hands, maybe a palm print or two forward, adding on into the shoulders here. Send the glutes low while you press the chest a little forward here. Align your toes underneath your heels. Then feel really strong in the obliques, in the transverse abdominals. Yeah. And then Carolina, lift your chest a little bit and lower the hips a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. Good, just one more breath. Then lower down to the knees. Everyone lower all the way down to the floor. And then find a cobra or an up dog, depending on what your body's ready for. Lift the chest. And then exhale, come down to the ground, tuck your toes, send it back, downward facing dog, hips back. Inhale, walk forward into your forward fold. And then just let the head and neck hang heavy here as you explore the areas around your feet. That's funny, Kelsey. Good. So just feeling the lengthening of the legs, just exploring your back, your low back. Yeah, good, Josh. Just let the weight come down into the toes, lift your hips even higher. Very good. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. And then inhale, reach the arms up, soften the knees a little. Look upward. Exhale to a back bend, just goalpost the arms, and then bring the chest up. And really let the spine kind of release here. And once you're up, inhale, rise up, arms up, and then take a side bend over to the right. Just interlace the hands and really feeling the release there through the right side body or left side body, and then inhale up and come over to the other side. And inhale up to center, and then exhale, fold all the way down. Swan dive, just feel the energy traveling down. Inhale, halfway lift, hug the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise up, strong core, reach up. Moving through that a few more times, exhale to your back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the side, whichever side, your choice. Inhale up, and then to the other side. Good, just loosening the lateral points. Exhale, forward fold, bring it down. One more time here, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise up, take your own pace. Stand up straight. Exhale, back bend, press the hips forward, engage your glutes. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale up, and then take it to your side bend, any side of your choosing. Lift up and out from the sacrum to the other side. And then inhale up, exhale, fold all the way down, release. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, and then walk your hands and your feet into your plank pose, so step back. And taking a really nice and slow, controlled chaturanga, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. And then inhale into your upward facing dog. Hug the shoulder blades together and try to lift your kneecaps and your thighs off the mat if you can. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up. Good. Inhale, right leg up. And then exhale, step the right foot in between the palms. Take it slow. And then inhale, send the right arm high. Find your open twist here. If you need to scoot your right knee to the right, you can do so. Once you're here, take note of really engaging the left glute and your left hamstring. Point your right knee forward and then find the twist through your thoracic spine, your mid-back. Hold steady with the left arm and the left lats here. Good. One more breath. And then exhale to your pyramid pose. Hands down, straighten the right leg and ground the left heel. So find your long stance here. Try to move your left heel up so that you can really straighten the right leg. Take a few moments here. You can bend your elbows. You can try to lean the forehead into the shin. And work your right quad up towards your hip so that you can really feel this in the belly of the right hamstring. Good. From here, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pause in the middle, and then inhale, reach the right hand high for your revolved triangle. So just really starting to deepen into our twist here. You can walk your left hand slightly forward so you feel the length in your spine, and then don't forget to press your left quad back, grounding the left heel. Just one more breath, the right hip yearns to the back, and then exhale the right hand down, bend the right knee and step up into your standing split. Elevate the left leg. So try your best to equalize the weight along the right foot, spread the right toes a lot. Yes, walk your hands closer to your right foot here towards the ankle, maybe if you can reach. And then if you can, look at your right kneecap so that you feel the little tuck in the chin. It's very, very good for your balance and just getting all the internal organs kind of compressed here so you can release. One more breath. Exhale the left toes all the way to the back and step your right foot to meet your left for your side plank. Left hand is the foundation, right hand high, starting to build our heat here. And then think of stacking the hips, think of lengthening the tailbone down and the crown of the head forward. And your zipper will point directly forward, straight ahead. Yeah, good, Josh. Stay with it. One more breath. And then exhale to your plank, your choice. Take it through your chaturanga on an exhale or head straight to down dog. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Good work. Inhale the left leg up, send it high. Exhale, step forward. And then find your grip, left arm high to the sky here as you twist. So organize your right knee to face down here. Lean even more weight into your left foot, your left heel. Yeah, and then from there, find this spiral as if my hands are on your ribs, spiraling you over to the left. You got it, Melissa. Keep the right leg super straight here. If you want to gaze up, that's also available for you. Feel the heat starting to build in your body. Yeah, Kelsey, scoot your back toes a little further back if you can. Just one more breath, lean into it. And then exhale, lower the left hand and walk your right heel forward into your pyramid pose. So just getting into our bigger warm-ups here for your legs, for your spine. This should feel really nice. Walk your right heel closer, maybe to the right as well. And then think of lifting up through the lowest part of your abs here, sending that part up while you lower the forehead down in space. That'll accelerate the stretch, making it feel really, really supportive. If you wish to intensify the stretch, you can also lift the left toes up. Take a few more breaths here. You're really exploring that left leg. Good, everyone. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause on the exhale. And then inhale, lift your left arm high to the sky for your revolved triangle pose. So start to look down if you need, or you can look up at your left hand. And if you want, you can be on the right fingertips or lower the right hand to the ground, whatever feels better. And all the while, you're trying to focus on bringing this left hip back in space and your right front pocket forward. If your feet are too close together, you might need to step it to the side. Good. Lengthen the head. Good. Expand the wingspan. One more breath. And then exhale the left hand down, please. Lean the weight into your left foot and then lift the right leg up for your standing splits. Start to, again, square off the hip, point the right toes down, point the right kneecap down. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes, but just try to think of lifting up from the navel. That's even more important than the height of the leg. Nice. Stay strong. Look down again towards the left kneecap. Feeling the weight of the head. Last breath. And exhale, right toes all the way to the back. Inhale, right hand down, step back to your side plank. Stabilize here. Think of expanding the space between your right underarm and your right heel. So you're getting longer and stronger through that right side body. Also try to press down through your pointer finger knuckle into the earth. You got it. Stay breathing. Good. Last breath. Exhale to plank. Inhale, shift a little forward. And then take your chaturanga or head straight to your down dog. So really prioritize your form here. Exhale, hips back. And from here, you'll walk your hands all the way to your feet, to the back of your mat, and find your frog pose. So start to get low into your seat. Take the elbows into the inner knees. Good, Melissa. And then just roll the wrists. Give the wrist a stretch. Good. And then from here, you have the option to stay here in frog, just enjoying the stretch, lifting one arm, lifting the other, head to crow, or take your handstand hops. So if you're here and you want to start hopping, bend your knees, just lift your hips, take a few hops there. So your choice. You want to take your frog hops, you want to take your crow pose, or remain into your stretch. So take about 5 breaths there. If you are taking crow, think of lifting up through the lowest part of your core, heels up. Great, Josh. Keep breathing. That's great, Kelsey. Looking good, Sarah. 2 more breaths. Amazing, Carolina. Toes together. Good. And on that last breath, what you'll do is you'll take your toes forward this time, lift the hips, and then rise up into your chair pose. So bring your feet together or somewhat apart, like a fist apart, as you settle into your chair. Look up towards the top edge of your mat here. Lean a bit more weight into your heels. Yeah, very nice. Breathe in. And then exhale, open twist to the left. Bring your left arm back and your right arm forward. Notice if your right knee came forward, please hug it back and then upright the torso a little more if you can. Now you can remain here or you can bring the hands to your heart space, finding your prayer twist. Just do the variation that your breath can still be smooth and gentle. Good. Loving it. Good. Inhale, stand up, release the legs, take a back bend here, like you're trying to reach for something behind you and above you. And then exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Once again, shifting the gaze a little bit above towards the top edge of your mat. Get to the depth that you want, breathe in. And exhale, open twist to the right. So send the right hand back and the left arm forward. Now, if you don't have a mirror, you can just try to look to see where your right thumb is and your left thumb is. See if you can bring both of those in line with each other. Good. Stay here in the open twist or come lower. Hook your hands together, take the left arm against the right thigh, and then point your belly button forward while you twist a little bit. You can look down to kind of soften through the neck. Good. Last breath. Then inhale, stand up straight, let that go. Release, arms up. Exhale to chair pose, but this time arms forward. Thumbs up to the sky, like you're about to direct traffic almost. And then bring your hands to your heart. Lift your left knee up in line with your hip and just hold. So activate the right glute, especially the underside where it meets your hamstring. Nice, Kelsey. And then exhale into your figure four. So allow yourself to maintain the length in the spine as you bend the knee. So you'll feel this in the outer hip. You have a lot of different arm options. You can come down, shins and forearms connect, maybe hands to the floor here. You can also take an arm balance if you wish, taking your flying squirrel. Either way, just really stay connected to the breath here, letting the hips just open up. Good. Take the hands to your heart space. Inhale, rise up. Softly, if you fall out, no worries. Lift your left knee. And then just hold and pause. Take the hands to your hips or your heart space and then extend the left leg. Hold here for 5. Lift, lower abs up. 4. Good, good, you guys. 3, 2, and 1. Release into your chair. Let it go. Inhale, arms forward. Thumbs up, giving the traps and neck a rest here. Good, hug the shoulder blades back. And then inhale, lift your right knee high. And wherever your arms feel best, that's where you'll take it. Maybe it's at your heart space. If you focus on looking at one spot, it'll be easier to balance here. Yeah, have the right knee directly in front of the right hip. One more breath. And then exhale when you're ready. Take it to your figure 4 pose. Sit the hips back. Mindful of your steady inhales, your steady exhales. Nice, Sarah. Yeah, so keep looking at one spot. If you want to get lower, that's available to you. Forearms to your shins, maybe hands to the ground here. And you want the hips to be pretty level. Right hip as high as the left hip. Good, Josh. Just keep looking forward. Breathing, finding your focus here. On your next inhale, take the hands to your heart. Lift yourself up. Good, that's really hard. And then lift your right knee off. Good. When you're ready, take your hands to your hips. And then you can lower down to the ground or just simply straighten here and hold for your 5, 4, 3. You got it a little higher, 2, and 1. Lower down, inhale to chair. Release, arms up this time. Exhale, stand up, interlace the hands behind you, and then widen the legs. Find your big back bend, so really lift. Exhale, forward fold into the mat with your bind. Then lift your hands above your shoulders, maybe your hips, maybe even your toes. Yes, very good. Look side to side, giving your neck a nice relaxing break. Good. From here, unwind your hands, walk forward, and then come to your forearm plank. So you can interlace the hands or simply take them out wide. All right, good. Once you're there, puff up the chest a little, spread the collarbone, stay strong. Hips a little lower, Melissa, chin off the chest. Yes, good. And everyone sit back, child's pose. Give the knees a rest on the ground. Give the forehead a rest. On the next inhale, interlace the hands together. Take the elbows to the ground here as you pick it up for dolphin pose. So take the hips up. And then notice the length of the hamstrings. Maybe you can walk your feet all the way until your heels touch the ground here. So we're just gonna statically hold here. Nothing too crazy, just keep breathing. Getting used to that upside down feeling for now. Good. Unravel your hands, bend your knees, and then find your down dog. So just plant the hands, lift your hips up. Good. Once you're there, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward into your lunge. And then inhale, rise up to your warrior one. Take the arms up in space. Ground your left heel here. Now you might be starting to sweat here, so just breathe. Keep breathing through that Ujjayi breath. Bring the arms up and level the hips here. Just feel open and balanced and grounded. And take your right hand to your navel, your left hand to your low back, and then see if you can lift up through the lower part of your abs and lowering the tailbone down just a little, keeping that amount of engagement in your core. Then bring the arms up and try not to let the sacrum flip up again. Yes, ribs stay in, arms open up without your ribs flaring out. So if that makes sense. Take another breath here. Exhale, take the hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion, lift. Exhale to your humble warrior, bring it down. Look back towards the left toes, lift the hands up in space. Really trying to hug the right knee and right hip back while your chest can rest on the thigh. Allow the mind to cleanse. Allow your breath to relax and surrender you deeper into the pose. Good, Kelsey. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. And then take the hands either to your heart or your hips or back into your warrior three. Fly forward, fly up in space. Your chest can be somewhat up, or you can find that little parallel angle against the ground, but just breathe, feeling the grounding effect of the right foot. Your release here is warrior one, back up, inhale. Exhale, give the right glute a break into warrior two. Start to open up through the legs. And then do your best here to find that space where your right knee is pointing forward and your shoulders are somewhere above the hips. So it is a little bit of a lean back as it is a reach forward. Yeah, good, Carolina, good. And then relax into the pose here. Strengthen rather the outside edges of your feet. Yeah, don't be afraid to go there here in your pose. Unclench your toes and then inhale to a reverse warrior. Lift it up. Your next exhale to your extended side angle and giving yourself the permission to discover your edge here. Perhaps you want to lift your left arm forward in space. If you wish to take a bind, you might need to walk your left foot up. Wherever you can maintain the breath, that's where you want to go. Bind to release. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the right leg, lift up. Exhale to your triangle pose. Slightly tilt the chest forward. Find your depth. It doesn't have to be the floor, it could be the shin. But just make sure that your feet, your right heel is towards the heel or the arch of your other foot, and that your hand is on the right side of your foot, if you can change that. Good. From there, you want to lean back a little. Yeah, there we go. Good, good adjustments. Chin off the chest. Inhale, reverse, lift up, reverse triangle. Keep the right leg straight. And then from here, bend into the right knee for your half moon pose. So very slowly, whether you want to grip the floor or float, you'll pick it up into your half moon pose. Really try your best to keep the right toes pointed forward. Find that balance point. Look for your left toes in your peripheral vision. And then when you feel balanced, you can pick up the right hand if you wish. Very good. Softly land, inhale, reverse triangle, lift up. And then take your hands to your hips, pivot the right toes in, lift your chest, chest expansion. Exhale, come down to your prasarita, all the way to the ground. If you have an ability and desire to lower the head down to the ground, you can come into a tripod headstand. Other options are getting into the ankles, stretching one way, stretching the other way. Taking advantage of a twist here feels really nice. So do what feels good. Whatever you do, just engage the core. Good. Inhale, hands to hips, rise up, stand up. Warrior two, right foot forward, right knee forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Listen carefully. Exhale to your warrior three. So transition forward and fly. Lift your left leg up. Find your stability here. Your release is standing splits or pyramid pose or handstand. So if you want to take a few hops here, you're able to just take flight, bend the right knee. Just trying to stack the hips there, just take a few hops, or just hold your standing splits. Mindful of the furniture around you. Nice, Kelsey, that's good. And softly release the left toes all the way back. This time, right hand up to the sky, butt into your hip opener. So turn your toes to the right. And I'm showing you the back view, but really getting into the outer glute, IT band, maybe rainbow your hand up so you can deepen that stretch. Good, last breath. And then everyone come down to the hands to the ground, lower the left knee, come back forward into your runner's lunge. So here's your opportunity now to stretch your quad. If you want to take the left hand, reaching back for your left foot, or use your right hand, reach back for the left foot. So depending on which arm feels better to you, just use that. Yeah, if you're using your right hand, just keep spinning the chest to the right. And for a moment, exhale, come down, either forearms or hands, and just let the forehead relax here. Good work. Come up onto the hands, tuck the left toes, inhale the right leg up, lift your right knee, and then bend the right knee so you can open up the hip. If you wish to flip your dog, let the right toes come all the way to the ground, and then rotate the left toes back as you lift the hips for your wild thing pose. Usually feels good to stay on the right tippy toes here. Good, exhale, downward facing dog, come back. Beautiful, really good. Left side, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward. And then inhale to your warrior one. Stabilize, wipe off sweat if you need. Just let yourself relax. Allow your heart rate to slow down by breathing deeper. And then get a little deeper into the left knee here. Finding enough width between the legs so you can let the hips open up. If you can, please take the left hand to the left hand to your navel, right hand to the sacrum, and then just find that lift again. Lift through the front line and then lower through the right hand and the back line. Then bend the knee, and then inhale the arms up. See if there's enough opening that can happen between where your ribs meet your arms and then all the way up as well. Yeah, good. Really getting it. One more breath. And then exhale, hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale to your humble warrior, come down. Lift your right hand up, or your hands up rather. Good. Try to ground your right heel here. Really rely on your exhales to cool down. Unclench your jaw, unclench your toes. Good. Really nice. Inhale, rise up. Take the arms up. And then you have an option, hands to heart, arms back, hips, launch forward to your warrior three. And take your time. I'm just going to flip around so I'll be facing you guys, but just keep holding in your warrior three. Any angle, any elevation, just lift the ribs, energize the triceps. Good, good, good. And release warrior two. Let it go, open up the arms, give the glute a break. When you arrive, find your footing, left heel, right arch, shoulders broad, side body long here. And the inner thighs get toned by the spiral of your left knee forward and the spiral of your shoulders and your ribs towards the wall. Yeah. So there's actually this separation between your left inner knee and your left rib. So if you can feel that, you're definitely doing it right. Settle in, just breathe another breath. Good, then inhale, reverse warrior, lift the left arm. You know that left leg is talking, but still press into the right leg. You can do it. And then exhale into your rather extended side angle. Thank you. Elbow on the thigh will provide a little bit of rest. Right arm comes forward for more length. If you wish to reach the left arm underneath and behind for your bind, now's the time. You want to lean the chest back though. Good, breathe. Steady. Look up if you want. Good, you guys. Inhale, reverse triangle, let it go. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, lean forward into your triangle pose. Find as much length as you possibly can. And then think of your left sitting bone. Can you pull it up into the right inner thigh? Yeah, good. And then lean back while you keep your legs still. And then allow the back of the head to be in line with the neck as well. Yeah, good adjustments. And really focusing on our core strength here. And inhale, rise up into your reverse triangle, lift up, left arm up to the sky. And then exhale, bend your left knee, transition into your half moon pose. Take your time here, no rush at all. Just find the foundation of the pose first, which is your left foot. Expand your space, expand your breath, just breathe. Think of yourself growing long on every side of your body. You got it, Melissa. If you have something to hold on to, the floor, furniture, whatever, do so. If you want to start floating the hand, that's also an option. And then very softly, lower back. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then take the hands to your hips here. This time, rotate the toes forward, interlace the hands behind you, and then just give yourself a very long stretch here. Exhale, come down, all the way down to the ground. And then you got a few different options. If you wish to take a tripod, maybe try different leg variation. Tripod headstand into eagle legs, maybe diamond legs, whatever you want to do. It feels good just to fold here, hold on to the ankles, maybe stretching out through the inner thighs and your hamstrings. Take the hands to your hips, elevate up, rise. Warrior 2 with the left knee forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale into your version of a warrior 3. Glide forward as you explore the mobility of your hips and lift into your warrior 3. So just keep breathing here. We're making amazing time. Yeah, good, Josh. And then everyone into your standing splits, where you have just a few more options here to play around with. Maybe practice just switching the legs in the air, just like this. Lightly switching the legs, however you wish to do that. Make sure you land with your left leg forward. My gosh, Kelsey, that's awesome. One more breath. And then land your right toes all the way down and back. From there, you'll rotate again to the outer edges of your feet, just finding the hip stretch here to the side. And think of really trying to rotate your knee out, your toes. So your left knee points out, your right toes point the same place. Yeah, there it is. And then exhale to your runner's lunge. Right knee comes down. If you want to go into a little quick half splits just to even that out, you can. And then here, opportunity to go into your quad, opening, taking the left hand to the right foot. And don't be afraid to really lean into the thigh muscle there, not the knee, not the patella, but just the thigh. Good. Hands down to the ground, into your runner's lunge just for a moment, whether that's on the elbows or your hands. And then inhale, come up onto the hands. If you aren't there, tuck the right toes, send the left leg up. Good. And then open up your hip here. Breathe, and then flip your dog if you wish. So take the toes back, lift your hips up. You can come onto the left tippy toes if that feels good. Starting to kind of find your wheel shape. And exhale, hands to the ground as you find your down dog. Lower the knees and take your embryo pose. Just give the hands a rest by your sides, rest your forehead, and let out a big exhale. Good, one more, breathe in. Exhale, a big breath out, release. Awesome, almost there. From your embryo pose, lift up. Our second round of dolphin, or you have an option to take your supported headstand, and I'll walk you through it, making sure that there's nothing going on with your neck. If there is, just do dolphin or child's pose. So from here, interlace the hands, let your head be cradled into the hands here, crown of the head on the ground. Start to walk the feet up. And then whichever one you want to try, lift one leg. Eventually you'll find that tipping point where your other leg floats. And then slowly using your core and glute strength to find your headstand. You're going to try to hold that. Otherwise, dolphin, maybe try a different leg variation. The important thing is not using momentum, because in headstands, you never want to use momentum for your head. So really just using the core lift. I'll show you another option to get into it really quick. Lower down. This is the egg shape variation. So bring your one knee in, the other knee in. I find that a little harder just personally, but sometimes that's what works for people, is bringing the knee into the chest. So try that. if the leg straight isn't working for you. Yeah, good, Josh. Yeah, squeeze the inner thighs. Yes, very nice. Breathe. Navel in and take your time. Good, Melissa. Beautiful, you guys. Good, Sarah. No rush at all when you're ready, child's pose. Feel free to hang out wherever you are. Beautiful, you guys. All right, from here, tuck your toes into your down dog. We're gonna get into some juicy stretches. Even more here, lift the right leg up. Find your pigeon. Right knee and right shin forward. Option to go on your back as well. All right, lift the chest here. And then you can come down to the elbows, letting your body rest now. Let go of the work and just relax. Try to even out the same amount of weight through the right and left hip. Good. From here, inhale, rise up. You have two options or both. You can come into your king dancer, unflex your right foot, and then bend your left knee. Start to look for your left toes and then find your variation. Or a second option is to go into your splits here. So very slowly into your half splits, maybe eventually your full splits. So just do what feels good, one or both or none. And breathe. And you don't have to touch the foot, just even that shape of lifting up will get you that luxurious back bend. And then everyone slowly release, tuck the left toes, lift the right knee, and then just shake out. Maybe pendulum and swing the right knee in front of your belly button here, if that feels good. Into the other side, lift the left leg, find your pigeon, slide the right knee back, sit up tall here, breathe. Feel free to come down onto the floor, forearms, hands. Good. And then when you're ready, come up onto the hands here, unflex your left toes. And then if you want, bend the right knee softly, making sure your lumbar spine doesn't feel any pressure. That's the most important thing. And if you can eventually, you might be able to reach the toes, but if not, no worries. You can go into king dancer or your splits here. Unwinding through the left leg and just finding the depth. And over time, you'll be able to lower the left hamstring onto the ground. Good. Very nice variations, everyone. Good. All right, bring it in and tuck the right toes. Send the left leg up. And then if you want, you can swing the knee in front of the belly button side to side here, just activating the core. All right, good. Lower the feet, lower the knees, bring the legs forward. We got one more pose before we lay down into our boat pose. Lift up here. Legs can be straight, bent, whatever feels good. Your feet can be on the floor even, but just give it one last amount of work here. Yeah, good. And begin to lower the feet as you slowly lay every single bone down onto the mat. Good. Once you arrive, inhale the hips up for bridge, giving your glutes a rest, a little pressing the inner thighs, strongly magnetizing them together. You could stay here or lower the hips down and then work for wheel pose. So take the hands next to your ears and then very slowly come onto the crown of the head first. Make sure the knees and toes point forward, and then now is the time that you could press into the hands. But whatever you do, just make sure your joints are safe, especially the shoulders and the wrists. Yes, very beautiful. Hold there for 3, 2, and 1. Softly come down. Take a moment, breathe. And then everyone, draw your knees into your chest. Hug your forearms around your shins. Rock side to side. And plant your feet together, knees out wide. And just enjoy an open stretch here. In your Baddha Konasana, lay down, knees out, feet together. Maybe elbows, hands on the elbows behind you. Taking a few more breaths in this pose, letting yourself open up. And when you're ready, draw the knees back in. All right, send the left leg down. Bring the right knee into your right side body. And then exhale into a very relaxing, juicy supine twist. Right knee across the left side. Look towards the right hand here. And try to relax the right shoulder. And inhale back in. Knees together. Lengthen the right leg to the floor. Hug your left knee to your side body here. And take it across into your supine twist. Inhale, bring the knees in. Find your happy baby. Maybe a plow pose, maybe shoulder stand, or just happy baby, whatever feels good. And we'll all end. Bring the knees into the chest, giving yourself a giant hug. Thank you for showing up here for your practice. And then lay all the way down into your well-deserved Shavasana. Give yourself such a break here. Shrug the shoulders underneath like you're tucking them nicely under your back. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Relax your face. Relax your eyelids. Feel every part of your body just surrender into the mat. Allow whatever feeling to arise. May it be of love, of gratitude, of peace. And just a few more moments here. Honoring yourself just as you are in this moment. And then very slowly take a luxurious inhale in. A cleansing breath out, side out. Good. Start to move the fingertips and the toes. If you have nowhere to be, you could stay laying down. If you are ready to get going with the rest of your day, you can start to move wrists, ankles, neck, chin side to side. Maybe your arms up in space. And then everyone draw your knees into your chest. Roll off to your favorite side and have a seat. And when you're seated, we'll take a seated twist. Inhale, arms up. And twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. And twist to the left. Take your time. All right, inhale, arms up. And then crawl forward into a little humble bow, fold forward into your legs and into the floor. And then build your spine back up on an inhale. And take your hands to your heart. Bow forward, sealing in our practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much. So great to spend time with you, and so grateful that you're in this community. I hope you feel wonderful. I hope you feel relaxed and strong and balanced. So thank you. I'm gonna spotlight this little cutie. Where are we at? our yoga friend. Whoa.
He sees himself, so he barked at it.
Thank you guys. Drink some water, lots of it, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you. See you next time. Thanks, Carolina. I'm so glad you can make it. Bye.
Thank you.
Carolina, we'll have to catch up. It's been so long.